Welcome back. We are here creating a split level house, and for some reason, this lot, the front is not oriented towards that little driveway area, so whatever. But I think that the long story short here, platforms are the bane of my existence. But I am just trying to create a split level house. And to me, and I don't know if this doesn't mean to everyone, because I was looking up examples on how people did it on YouTube, and all the split level houses were like split but on the same level. I was thinking more about like one of those houses where you walk in the front door and immediately you have a chance to go up or down. So that is what I was thinking split level meant. I'm not really sure if that's actually what it means or if I just made that up, but we are going to do some platforms here. I'm just testing that she can get up there and down here, even if I change the platform heights, because I didn't want it to be a basement. I wish there was a way that you could higher and lower platforms, but like on the same, I don't know, like I wish you could do that, but it's not like you can go underneath, like a loft type of deal, but with platforms instead of having it be a whole separate floor. I don't really know. I don't know how that would work, like development wise, but regardless, we are going to start building this. And this is going to be a home for that sim there. Her name is Raven. She is a doctor. So I am just making her a nice kind of, fancy house. It's not, I don't know if fancy is a word, but like very like nice furniture, kind of classy, like classic type of deal. So um, that's what I'm going for. I don't know if I accomplished it, but you can let me know if I did or not. But basically what I am doing here is just making a 2-bed, 2-bath. It's got a gym, it's got a little theater, it's got a um, pool, and just, all that fun stuff. So that is what is going on here. This is Raven is the 13th generation of my Clark family. You can check out the Let's Play for that on my channel. But this is the house she'll be living in for this generation, so I'm really excited about that. And every time I make a new room, the platforms are all over the place. Don't know why, but that is what is happening in my life right now. So you can see we're just working on the floor plan a little bit here. I couldn't really figure out how exactly I wanted to do this. I think the right side of this floor is kind of the living spaces, and then the left side is the bedrooms. Down here will be the gym and the theater and another bathroom because, you exercise and then you want to shower. So that is what we're going to put down here. And I did mess around with this floor plan a little more. I wanted to kind of use a platform to make it higher so that it seemed like the stairs weren't like down to a whole nother floor, but like so that the stairs were shorter. But I ended up not really being able to use that very well. But roofing is a nightmare, as per usual, because I forgot that I wanted to add on a little, like, I guess 3 seasons porch back here. It's not really 3 seasons, I suppose, because I just used big windows to make it maybe like a sunroom. That's what we'll go with. And then a tiny little porch just to lead down to the backyard area. And I didn't know what to do because the roofing doesn't quite line up. You can see the 2 roofs don't line up on the side there, so I just kind of dragged that all the way down there. Not sure if I like how it looks, but I don't really know what to do otherwise. So we are just going to accept that. And I am going to change the fence in a second. We're not going to use that fence. But I did want to make some space for a yard in the side there. So that is why we are moving the house over. Yep, and there we go. We're going to use this fence, and we're going to use it on all of the stairs and the, those areas. So, yeah, I just kept messing with the platforms over and over and over and over again. But that's okay, because I think it turned out pretty great in the end. And we are just going to add in the railings and then come back and add in the roof trim and then change the roof color. And then honestly, it's been a really long time since I could use a big door. So I'm looking at the really big doors because this is fun. And I actually decided to use a medium wall height door because I wanted it to go with the theme. Some of those other ones were cool, but I just didn't feel like they matched what I was going for. So we choose this one actually. you can see I filter through a few more, but we did end up with that one. So I think that that one looks pretty good. And then the door to the back here. And then we are going to start looking at windows. So I wanted the windows to be, similar to the railing, similar to the door. I probably should have found a way to get the decorations off this house because they just look silly. But anyway, we are going to go with a few windows around here and then putting them around the entire house. So that'll be a lot. So I'm just going to come inside so I can see where in the room that they'll lay. And it is pretty dark in here, but we're going to add in lights in a second. So I am just trying to find a nice big window to put on the sunroom there. And I wanted one that was like really big, really bright, able to, kind of make it look like it's kind of like a screened in porch. Not quite, but yeah, I don't know how to explain myself. But anyway, that is it for the windows. It was kind of a bummer that the platform space took up so much on the bottom there, but I was looking for a nice paneling to go on the side so that that stone kind of almost looks like a foundation so that it looks like the house is a little higher up. And then I am just checking all the foundations, just adding in that, and then adding in something for the platform. That was actually the hard part, is that now I need the platform to match a wall. So that was a little difficult, but I think it looks pretty good. I think it's okay that it looks like that because in real life, that would be like underneath a deck or whatever kind of space. So that's what I'm going with. And then I'm just going to add in a bunch of lights so I can see what I'm doing in the meantime. And then we are going to add in the inside doors and the, wallpaper, flooring, all that stuff. So some archways to lead into the kitchen dining area and a sliding door to go out to the sunroom, the porch, whatever I'm calling it. And my literal favorite sliding door is from the Moschino stuff pack. So I was looking for that for a second. I just could not find it, but here it is. And then we are going to add in some. Yeah, I couldn't figure out the floor plan for the basement for the longest time, so you'll see me fiddling with it a few times. But there's a bathroom right there, and then the 2 bedrooms are on the side. The master is closer to the front of the house. And then in the basement on the left here is going to be the gym, and on the right will be the theater area, and then that little space is the bathroom. Again, I could not figure out what I was trying to do with the platforms here, and the doors just like wouldn't fit anymore too. So I don't know. I had to lower it and higher it, and I don't know. So I do end up putting in one of those glass doors, and then this is the end shape for this area, so that's good. And oh no, wait, no, it's not. Anyway, we'll come back to that. So we are here, back upstairs, and I'm going to add in a darker floor because I want to go light with the walls and stuff. So the tiling is light and the flooring is dark. So we go with that. And then with the wallpaper, I love this wallpaper that's like the trees. That is my favorite statement wallpaper. So we're going to use that for the entryway. And then we are going to finish the wallpaper for everywhere else as well. So I am just going to use a few different lighter wallpapers. Actually, you know what the tough part about figuring out wallpaper was? That because the platform doesn't negate the wallpaper. So the bottom of the wallpaper is missing. Like you can see they have tiles on the bottom, but the tiles don't go up as high as they would if like the walls were, if there wasn't a platform there. So anyway, we just can't use a wallpaper with a fancy bottom part because you can't see it. So I use a full tile for the kitchen area and then a yellow for the dining area, adding in some columns to break up the space. And then we are going to find some wallpapers for the bedrooms, just a nice, like you can see that pink is supposed to have blue on the bottom as well, but it doesn't. But you know what, that's okay. I think it still looks good. So we are going to leave that the way it is and then start working on the kitchen. I'm actually going to go pretty much in order of these room tabs. So we are going to start with the kitchen and use the Realm of Magic counters, add in the barrel there, and then I always forget to put in the mailbox without fail. So I'm just doing that right now, and then we're going back to the fridge and the stove. I use the bluish color. There's a blue wall, so it kind of matches. And then we are going to put up a curtain. It was actually really hard to decide on curtains, but we're just going to pick a little one because I didn't want it to fall through the counters. And then we are going to have an island here. So I just add in that. And then we are going to add in some chairs. There we go. And then some decorations because, you got to go with the kitchen decorations. So the lights, just some nice lights over the island, and then, the typical kitchen sink stuff. And actually, I didn't realize that this counter was a little bit smaller. That's why I couldn't fit both of those things on the counter. So we are going around. And next to the stove, I'm going to add in a coffee maker because she's a doctor. So I'm like, she probably really needs her coffee really bad. So she's going to be a coffee drinker. And then we will head into the bathroom. Again, this is a full bath on the, main floor, I guess. And I guess that the lower floor is kind of like a basement. I wasn't intending for it to be like a total basement because I didn't put a TV upstairs. Like I wanted the living area to be down here, but then I ended up making it a theater because I thought that would be fun. So I don't know. But anyway, bathrooms. Then we are moving into bedrooms, and I am going to do the master first, which is at the front of the house, but you'll see there we go. So picking out a bed, I wanted something that, kind of went well with this wallpaper, but I didn't want to be like pink on pink on pink on pink, so just chose that one, mostly white. And then curtains. Curtains are the bane of my existence. I know that a lot of things are, I say that, but look at how they won't snap into place. Seriously, this is what my life is like. I cannot get these curtains to snap into place to save my life. So I have to move the window and then put the curtain down and then realize that it's a little bit off and then do it again and again and again. So anyway, we are trying to put the curtain in place good enough. So then I'm just going to make them white. I don't like the way that they look in the other color. And then a mirror and a dresser just to, put some clutter items in the room. And this is the master, so I end up adding in a lot of closets, the Get Famous ones. So we put that all along the wall here because it's not like she can have a window leading out into the living room. So I add in a bunch of closets and then a rug, and we call this room good. Well, except for a little poof and a plant. So there's that, just because this room is pretty big. So there's that, and then we move into the second bedroom. I add in a big closet, and we are just making another double bedroom. Maybe later when she has kids, because this is a Legacy Let's Play, I'll change it into a kids room, but for right now it's just a guest room because she doesn't have kids and she's not planning on having them anytime soon. And then my favorite movie hangout curtains and a vanity. So I think that this room also turned out pretty good. And we are just going to make it look nice with some clutter items and then add in some more clutter items out here. A nice end table, the one from Paranormal Stuff Pack. I love that end table. The pattern on it is great. So then we are just going to put some stuff on top. I wanted to put a stereo in because my Sims like to dance. Their club has dancing as one of the good activities. And then a runner carpet. So that's across the hall there before we head into the living room. So the living room, nice big fireplace, very fancy, very nice. Curtains all around the living room. I don't add curtains into the I don't know where that window went. Anyway, so I don't add curtains into the two little windows because there's no matching curtain for the little ones. So just a nice fireplace, some seating in front of the fireplace, a desk, just kind of, a nicer sitting area, more formal sitting area, I guess you could say, with the chairs. I try to make all the chairs match, like these chairs have kind of the same top as the island chairs, have the same as the dining room chairs. So I just kind of tried to keep that theme throughout. And then adding in a few different items in here, mostly couches and things, because it is a sitting area. There will be more study things like, yeah, so I'm going to put some bookshelves over here. Then we'll come back a little bit later and do the desk and stuff. So I'm just going to put a couch in here in the meantime. And call that good for right now. So then I'm going to come into the basement because we're still in the living room tab and add in a nice big TV. And then I'm like, okay, new plan for this area is going to be a theater. So I did the little step downs with the platforms and made it look nice, and then colored in the platform like space, and then put chairs across the levels there. And I tried to make them the, you know, plush, kind of really comfy looking chairs. And then just some greenery, some like decorations on the sides, on both sides, just to add some decoration to the room. And we're gonna add in some movie posters as well. So that'll come right now. So just some movie posters. And then a carpet for that space. And we'll call it good. So we are going to come up here to the dining area and then put down a table and chairs. Nothing too exciting. And then a nice hanging like pendant light and a flower along with some wall decorations. I'm not even sure those decorations really go, and I wanted that carpet, but it definitely doesn't go, so I chose a different one. And then we are going to put, I forgot wallpaper in this room. So anyway, we're going to put a bar area out here on the porch, and then just like a little, what do you call it? A foosball table. So that is going to lead to the outside, which is more of the entertainment area. And I just used the really light see-through curtains for this area because I wanted it to be really open, but I didn't think that there'd be absolutely nothing there either. So we are going to use the same chairs as the island chairs, but I'm going to use them in a different swatch. And then looking for some activity, end up with the foosball table. And then out here, just a seat and a bicycle. So it's just kind of a area to put stuff, and then we'll get into the backyard a little bit later. But for right now, I'm going to put in the desk. Again, paranormal stuff pack. I really like a lot of the objects that come with that. So we are going to call that pretty good before we work on the gym. And it just has like the strength machine, the treadmill, and a yoga mat. So nothing too exciting. Just enough for a sim before we move into the backyard. And I'm just going to put down some stone just to make it, look nice and look, like not just everything is sitting on the grass, I guess. So we are going to put out a grill and a picnic table and then a pool. So here's the pool. I'm just going to surround that with stone as well. And then we are going to just fix up the pool a little bit, put in some decals, a diving board, the ladder, and then some lighting in the pool along with these fancy golden things. Honestly, this part was so annoying because it took so long. So I was just making my way down the pool. And then I was like, why doesn't it line up? I somehow messed that up. So I had to fix that little piece and then go up. There we go. Looking good. And then we are going to add in a basketball hoop because my sim also likes to play basketball. Her parents had a basketball court, so I'm just going to hang a hoop there. And then we are going to add some outside lighting just by the doors and the, pool area so that your Sims can see at night. So I am going to add in those there, just like little lamps on the fence posts. I tried to move that one and then it got all messed up, so I was like, forget it, go back to what you were. And that is is going to pretty much wrap things up. Just some lights around the pool as well, just in case. I mean, it's not really like it brightened it up that well. Oh, and terrain paint. Just some terrain paint around the house, a little tree in the backyard, and then, you know, just some right here, and then we're going to go around the house. That was a little dark, but we're going to go around and around and around. And we are also going to just kind of make like some splotches in front of the basketball like hoop, because you would presumably mess it up a bit. If you were playing basketball, you would mess up the grass. Actually, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Because play basketball on grass. Well, I guess you can shoot hoops, but you can't dribble or anything. There's no bounce. All right, well, just pretend you need to suspend your belief. Anyway, here are the screenshots. Screenshots of the house, the dining room, and the kitchen area. I think that it came out pretty good. And the porch area before the bedrooms. So in my next episode of my Let's Play, we'll be living in this house. So if you want to check that out, I would love to have you. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one.